Hi everybody, this is CT Readings, and today's reading is going to be a Lionsgate portal reading, 8/8. And new moon in Leo. Are you kidding me? Leo on top of a Leo sun. What is this? And the Lionsgate portal, which is the 8/8. So let's see, what do you need to know? This is going to be a general reading for you guys. We will see if love comes up, then I'm going to read it, but it is for your guidance purposes. So what do you need to know? What do you need to let go of? What's coming ahead? Things like that, okay? So be open to receive the messages. And let's see, what do we have for you guys? What's happening for you guys? What do you need to manifest? What's coming up? I'm going to start with Pisces. So we're going to do water signs, then we're going to do earth signs, then we're going to do air signs, and then we're going to do fire signs, okay? So let's start with Pisces. It's going to be a quick reading, to the point messages. Do give this video a like, and let's see, in case this, doesn't resonate or whatever you're watching, you're wanting to watch your own signs detailed reading. All of those readings are up on my channel. So you can have a look, as well as how your person is thinking, feeling about you, their next moves, outcome, advice, love notes, guidance from spirit, and your future love. So I will be leaving a link in the description box to that if you're interested. Let's see, what do we have for Pisces? What are the messages coming through from Tarot for Pisces? What do we have for Pisces? Let's see. The Strength energy, Pisces. Oof. So, okay. Bottom of the deck, you have the Two of Wands with the Seven of Swords. So, Spirit is telling me you already know the truth about somebody. And the thing is that I feel like right now you're trying to be very strong. You're very focused on your money, your goals. And literally a certain person or a certain situation has tested your patience to the max. And right now I see you in that self-controlled energy, trying to focus more on the stable side of things. And this is you manifesting, with that Leo energy, that, being proud of yourself and taking responsibility, being caring, being nurturing, but also standing up for yourself. So that is what your energy is like right now, which is very good. What do you need to release is some indecision in your life. It could be in regards to anything, actually. There is definitely a sense of indecision, something that is on your mind a lot, and it looks like you know the solution to it, but it's still on your mind. So there's a need for you to maybe step back from your emotions and then make a decision from a more logical perspective. So what do you need to release is the emotional attachment, or the negative emotional attachment to something that is kind of like standing in the way of you making your decision. What you're manifesting is the Four of Wands energy, and the Two of Pentacles energy, and the Four of Cups energy, and the Strength. So this is a lot of endurance. This is a lot of patience. This is a sense of stability that you're working towards. Spirit is telling you that there's something absolutely beautiful on the horizon for you. And I feel like you're somebody who can handle a lot at a time, but that does not mean that you get burnt out. I feel like some of you are not resting enough as well. So you definitely need to rest more. You need to do your work when it's needed. You have to release some negative attachments here. You also have to release some indecision, maybe some energy from your past situation is lingering on. That is something you need to get rid of to be able to move forward in your life, Pisces. So yeah, I feel like things are looking good for you mostly. I do see there's a money related decision that you're about to make, and I feel like you'll do good in that. But the only issue here is some emotional attachment to the past that no longer serves you. That is something you need to release, okay? So that's it. That's what we have for Pisces. Let's see, what do we have for Scorpio? What do we have for Scorpio? If you want more of these videos, do let me know and I'll make more, of course. Let's see, what do we have for Scorpio? What do we have for Scorpio, please? Okay. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Bottom of the deck, you have the Queen of Cups with the Ace of Swords. With the Eight of Swords. It's a very similar energy to Pisces. It looks like you stopped yourself from doing something recently. We will see what this is about. So I feel like things in your money related situation is like a bit off. Some of you are very focused on money, trying to figure out things about your money. I feel like in regards to your relationship situation, there was a situation that wasn't equal, that wasn't balanced. And that is what I feel like brought in a lot of heartbreak for you. So the thing is that there's a need for you to get out there. There's a need for you to not isolate yourself, but maybe expand your horizon in something, especially if it's money related, something if it is troubling you. Then you have to find new people, find a new way here, okay? Yeah, so something that you need to let go of is maybe trusting too much, okay? I feel like you trusted somebody way too fast, way too soon. Things ended up somewhere way too soon, okay? And it was very disappointing. So a message for you here is to maybe hold on to your standards and don't make impulsive decisions. So what you need to cultivate is being able to make rational decisions the best you can, and try to, it's like, don't be so easygoing that you get yourself in some trouble, especially if it's a money related situation. You have to be very careful with your money, and where you're spending it and where you're investing it and what you're doing with your money, Scorpio. So what you need to release is maybe spending too much and maybe trusting too much, too fast, too soon. Not good, okay? Again, you need to pause in your life. I feel like you've been like, it's like a loop. It's like a cycle, okay? You've been doing something over and over and over and over again. Some of you just feel stuck in a loop. So another thing that you need to maybe manifest or cultivate, whatever it is that you want to say, is the need to pause. You need to pause, you need to take a step back and then make a decision. So the thing here is that there's a very heavy energy attached to you right now, which is requiring for you to take a break. But again, this pain, you went through something painful in your life maybe recently, but this pain is teaching you a lesson to move past it, but again, not repeat it, okay? So end that cycle, you see, end that cycle. That is your message from the reading. It's time for new. It's time to go through that pain. It's time to open up again. We have 3-3, which is the master number, which if you don't know anything about 3-3, Google it, you'll know. But it's my birthday. That's why my name is 3-3. So it's like you're manifesting something big for yourself. It's like the number of creation. So there is a need for you to embrace what's coming ahead. I feel like there's a change coming in your life pretty soon. But again, don't make any impulsive decisions. That's it for Scorpio. Let's see, what do we have for Cancer? What do we have for Cancer, please? What do we have for Cancer? What do we have for Cancer? What do we have for Cancer, please? Okay. Wow, Cancer. Looks like, ooh, your energy is very powerful. Let's see, though. Okay. I shuffled the deck. What is this? Two of Cups with the Sun energy. Pretty similar energies to Scorpio. Maybe some of you have Scorpio in your chart, or you could be dealing with one. But because Scorpio got them in the reverse, you have them in the upright, the message is different, okay? So I definitely feel like some of you are feeling much more happier in your life these days, or you're trying to let go of a past pain. And I feel like you're understanding yourself better. You're focusing on your happiness better. And there's a partnership that you're manifesting. Let me just tell you that. Okay, there's a relationship that I see you being in the future. Your energy is very powerful. Your energy is the magician energy, which is, you know, being able to manifest, being able to just make it happen. Okay, it's also about awareness. So I like your energy, but I feel like you're playing it safe. You're playing it safe way too much. So that is where the energy is reversed for you in comparison to Scorpio. Scorpio was not playing it safe, and you are playing it too safe. So looks like you need to maybe open up a little bit, release that. You need to release something, because it's like your energy has resistance to it. So that is creating, you know, this blockage for you. So you're in a very wonderful energy. The only thing you need to do is to maybe release how do I, like, playing it safe. You don't need to play it safe. You maybe need to try something new. You need to be more open to new possibilities. Maybe, you know, do things a different way. Don't just wake up and do the same thing, especially if it's not satisfying you, because your energy is so powerful. You're able to manifest what you desire with it. So your message is to loosen your grip a little bit, okay? Yeah, I also feel like your message here is to take action rather than sitting for too long and waiting for something. So again, rather than sitting, you have to take action towards something. Why? Because you can, and you will be able to manifest what you desire. So again, another message for you guys is to take action towards something. Loosen your grip. Be open to what the universe has for you, and take action towards your goals. Okay, this Leo energy is encouraging you to take action towards something. Let me clarify the Three of Swords though. I feel like the reason why you're a little bit closed off is because of a past hurtful experience. There's also a need for you to release codependency issues. Who has codependency issues here? Attachment issues. For some of you, you need to address something within your emotions that is or has been there for years, months. I do not know. What is this? This looks like resentment. This looks like, I don't know. What is this? This is not a healthy energy. This is something that you also need to release. You need to kind of like walk away from this. Okay? Why? Because you can. You're the magician here. So take back your control. I feel like you're playing it too small and you're playing it too safe. Okay? And definitely this is a time period for you to release those resentments, Cancer, and get going, honestly. Be the Nine of Pentacles upright, not the Nine of Pentacles reverse. Nine of Pentacles reverse is the most like, I don't know. It's not a good energy. So let's see, what do we have for Capricorn? 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 Capricorn. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. Bottom of the deck, you have the Emperor with the Queen of Pentacles. Looks like you're in the right mindset. You are taking things in your control. And this is a time for you to take things in your control. This is a time for you to embrace the change that you've always wanted, Capricorn. It's like your life will be very balanced again. It's moving towards balance. It's moving towards, okay, things are now making sense. Okay, so I like this. You're in a very self-loving energy, and you're attracting love in your life as well. with the Ace of Cups energy, and things are moving in very, very fast for you. Very fast-paced changes, good money, even a relationship. If there's something money related that you really want to work towards, then this is a great time, Capricorn, to do it, because 10 of Pentacles, a lot of money and good money. For some of you, this is about buying a house, buying a car, investing, things like that. Do it. But one thing that you need to be careful of, or you need to release, is again, getting burnt out, doing things way too much, taking things under your control way too much, trying to find solutions of everything way too much. So you need to slow down on your taking things in your control kind of an energy, and maybe just ease up a little bit, go with the flow of things. You need rest, you need to take a break, you need to maybe meditate, I'm not sure, but I feel like things are moving in so fast for you that sometimes we get very distracted. So your advice from this reading is to also not get too caught up in things, okay? Whether that be a sad energy or a happy energy, there's a need for balance, okay? Now, something again that I see here is that if you kind of like trust the wrong person again, then you will end up disappointed. So you need to make a very calculated move when it comes to your relationships, okay? Whether that be love, family, whatever. Pay attention to the people around you. If somebody has disappointed you over and over again, this is a time for you to release that and not give into it. That Five of Cups is almost like a learning lesson for you guys. Let's clarify this a bit. Yeah, Nine of Wands reverse. Absolutely. The Lovers and the Seven of Swords. A love situation has revealed itself to you, or a lover will eventually reveal their true intentions. So pay attention. That is another message for you guys. Pay attention. Don't get caught up, because things are moving in too good for you. And when things are too good for us, we are like blindsided. You know, we refuse to see the negatives. But it is important that you keep a balance, okay? Keep it balanced. Overall, your energies are fantastic, Capricorn. You're getting a bit distracted. You're getting a bit burnt out, though. So don't do that to yourself. You're getting tired of something. So address it. What is it? There could be something emotional that is tiring you out, emotionally draining you even. So you figure it out. What is it? And release it from your energy. I like your energy, Capricorn. Again, if you guys want to know more about your person, the link will be in the description box for your person's reading. You can select your sign and watch if you're interested. It will be linked underneath the video. What do we have for Virgo, please? What do we have for Virgo? What do we have for Virgo, please? What do we have for Virgo, please? Ten of Cups. I like it. Nice. Four of Wands with the King of Wands. I see a very action-oriented energy for you, where you're achieving your goals. You're very focused, confident. There's something that you want to achieve money-wise, or this could be something. I feel like some of you are like, when it comes to a relationship, you're a bit closed off. You're a bit closed off to love, and your focus is all on money and making things right in your life, focusing on your family, your kids, or whoever it is that you're focused on apart from love. I see your focus being on everything in your life apart from love. So let's see. Things are looking good for you. Your opposite sign is Pisces. So right now, I know that you are a very practical sign, Virgo. You like to pay attention to the details, but it is time for you to pay attention to your intuition as well. It's not always about practicality. There's a need for you to get in touch with your feelings. That is your advice. You need to get in touch with your feelings. I heard delayed response. So something could be delayed. But if things get delayed in your life, it is for a reason. Search for that instead of getting pissed at why didn't it happen. the way I wanted. For some of you, you may lose friends, you may lose a lover, or you have already lost some people in, you know, in the past. That was for your own good. It was a blessing in disguise, okay? So I see good energies for you. I see a sense of balance. Again, what you need to cultivate or do is to have a sense of balance, okay? Is to not do something in extreme, okay? Not hate or love in extreme at this time. Keep your emotions in control the best you can. Patience is required. And again, your advice from the reading is to get in touch with your feelings, to get in touch with yourself. Perhaps not reveal everything that's going on in your life, because there could be people around you who are just, you know, envious of you and things like that. There's a need for you to keep your mouth, you know, zipped when it comes to what you're achieving for yourself. It's like you need to be silently moving forward and achieving things, and let your success speak for itself, okay? One thing that you also need to know is that love is being presented to you here, okay? With the Ace of Cups energy. A lover might come in. It could be a new beginning in love. But I'm kind of seeing this as in, you know, this reading is talking about an, you know, ascension. So more so than anybody, or it's about a relationship, it's about you. It's about you moving from this to this situation, from this level to this level. So it's about ascension for you guys. That is where you need to focus more on and keep it balanced. Get in touch with your feelings, your intuition especially. You'll be able to achieve something that you desire, and there will be something that will be delayed. So if a door closes in your life, then don't get discouraged, because it will be for your own good. So if you lose something in the process, just know that it was a blessing in disguise. Other than that, I see good stuff, good energies. You're good to go. What do we have for Taurus, please? 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 Pisces got that same card, so it could be dealing with a Pisces maybe in the same position, right? Let's see. Or maybe you have Pisces in your chart. You have very similar energies to Pisces, by the way. Knight of Swords with the Five of Swords. Some of you have been freshly betrayed by somebody. We will see. But I feel like this betrayal was supposed to teach you a lesson. You're being strong. I like your energy again. Very much in alignment with the Leo energy, so I do like it for you. This is a time for you to believe in yourself, stand up for yourself. Good. I feel like some of you need to be very careful with your spending habits, though. Some of you feel used. I do not know who does this message apply to, but some of you feel used. You feel like the other person used you for your money, or I don't know, like you feel like somebody took advantage of you. I'm not sure what is this energy indicating towards, but I feel like you need to let go of some insecurities. So your advice from the reading is to let go of some insecurities. Again, you're kind of like a bit way too closed off. You need to be more open to what the universe has in store for you. Only then will you be able to release resistance and attract what you want. So the message for you guys is that you're in a very great energy, very patient, very, strong, but there is something that you're holding on to too tightly, and it is a negative situation. It's a negative, it is negatively impacting you. It's not letting you move forward. It's more of a blockage. So again, pay attention to what you're thinking unconsciously, because that is what you're manifesting more of. I feel the need to tell somebody that they need to be careful with their money. I do not know who needs to hear it, but you need to be saving money. You need to be more wise with your money. I do feel like you'll be able to see the changes, but it's like your life is like a roller coaster, right? Sometimes you're at the top and then no, really. So your advice from the reading is also to be in the flow of things. The more you're able to go with the flow, the more you'll see changes, and the more you'll be easily adaptable, because I feel like because you're the Taurus, right? That's that stubborn energy. You need to release that stubborn energy a bit. Okay, because I feel like the universe is telling you that there's something coming your way, but because you're not open to it and you're unconsciously just thinking negative things, it's not going to manifest for you. You're going to end up manifesting what you're thinking negatively of. Okay, so be mindful of your thoughts. Things are changing in really, really fast for you. And I feel like at this time, if somebody has revealed to you who they are as a person, then great. Take it as a learning lesson and move on. Tell me about the Two of Pentacles, the Emperor. It's time to take back control. It's time to be the emperor that you are. Maybe you have a business. Something about money is big here. I'm not sure what is this indicating towards. Maybe you need to start a business or pay more attention to your money or be careful with your money. Something about your money is big here. Something about taking responsibility and being in control, but at the same time, not closing off way too much. World reversed and the King of Swords. Love is showing up for you, but I feel like there's something that needs to be addressed. It's like a deeper rooted issue here, Taurus. Something, okay, the reason why you're feeling like it's hard to let go is because you feel like there are closure issues. Okay? But there are no closure issues. If somebody has revealed to you who they are, then literally there are no closure issues. So your message from the reading is to be with the, go with the flow of things. Take challenges, be more, play with your potential. Don't play small, because I feel like you're a bit too closed off. It's like that shy, introverted energy, which is absolutely fine. But sometimes when that opportunity presents itself, you have to be willing to take it, and you have to be willing to shift your mindset to be able to manifest what you desire. What do we have for Libra? 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 Damn, that Four of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles coming out for almost everybody. And I've shuffled the cards. You've seen it. Moon with the Queen of Wands at the bottom of the deck with the Page of Cups. Some of you could be connecting with a Pisces or a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or a Cancer, okay? Somebody is on your mind. Libra, looks like you're not able to get somebody off of your mind. And there is like this energy of, what do I do about this person? So I see that you're emotionally stuck somewhere. And you're feeling a bit, honestly, your energy is not the most nice right now. And that's why this reading is here, because this is telling you to get yourself out of that energy. What is your advice is to be in the Nine of Pentacles energy, which is the pre-Empress energy, as opposed to being in the Five of Pentacles energy. So you are pretty much stuck in a loop. Some of you feel like, oh, this person's not talking to me. This is not working out in my life. That is not working out in my life. This sucks, that sucks, I suck, whatever. This is what your energy is like. And it may not be like that. And if it's not like that, then good. But I feel like you're being told here to kind of like pull yourself out of that energy. You're more than enough. Okay, you have achieved a lot. And why don't you give yourself that pat on the back, I feel like because you're a bit of a people pleaser and you want to balance things out, you're feeling very depleted. Or maybe, okay, I know people are going to get offended, which I don't care, but I feel like maybe you're not in a very negative mind space. It's just that you're feeling very depleted. Okay, you're feeling very, very depleted. The thing here is that right now you need to be careful, okay? And you need to be careful of the negative self-talk, okay? So your message from the reading is more so about self-love than another person, to be honest. You need to balance things out. There's something that is being done in extreme that needs to be addressed. With the Nine of Pentacles energy, this is a very abundant energy. For some of you, you were literally chasing after money, too money focused, getting burnt out and things like that. And that, you know, it's like, okay, I've achieved what I wanted. I'm still not happy. So it's like you really, really wanted something, you got it, but it did not bring with it that emotional satisfaction. And that is, you know, when you think about that person who is not in your life. Okay? You guys will talk again, Libra. And I'm only saying this because I feel like you are bothered by this. Legit. Okay? I feel like in the past things did not work out because there was lack of determination, lack of, you know, there was no direction in a situation, or it could be about even your money. So take it however it resonates. Something in your life was going on that lacked a sense of direction. It wasn't really, you didn't see it going anywhere. However, I feel like there's a love situation that I see you in. Page of Cups. I see somebody offering you love, or I see like this connection picking up pace again. I definitely see communication here. There's a need for you to listen to yourself and be in that justice, balanced Libra energy more. So I feel like your message from the reading is to connect to yourself more and to be yourself. Because apparently you have forgotten yourself. So you need to be yourself. You need to, with the Leo energy, you have to build up that courage. You have to kind of like get up and be yourself. Say what you want to say, do what you want to do, be confident, not, you know, just shy away and be like, oh, what if this person says that? What if this person says that? If there is a money related situation that you always wanted to start and you never did, this is time for you to manifest it. Anything in your life that you always wanted to do, but you were too afraid to do it. Now is the time to build up that courage to go and do it. And after all of this, your message from the reading is also to not close off to love. Stay open to love, because if you're so closed off, you're not basically letting any kind of this energy to manifest. So you need to be more open to something, okay? And as well as get out of that insecure energy. Because honestly, I'm going to say it, Libra, there's a lot of self-sabotage in your reading, okay? So that's what you need to work on. Also be careful with your money. I know you like to buy nice, expensive things, but hold up. What do we have for Gemini? What do we have for Gemini? Again, if you guys want to know more about your person, then do check the link in the description box. It will take you to the extended about your person. Now, look at this. The Lover's energy, which is you with the Two of Wands. Looks like you're looking forward to something. But we will see. We will see. What do we have for Gemini? What do we have for Gemini? Do give this video a like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Okay. We like it. Gemini, your energies are too good. You're in a very powerful energy. You're believing in yourself. You're doing what you got to do. You're waking up. You're doing your thing. You're being productive. you're focused on yourself, you know, you're taking care of yourself, you're taking care of your looks, you're taking care of your body, things are looking good. Okay, you're in a very nice energy. Something in your life that you feel like you don't have the answer to, looks like you'll have the answer to it. So things will become much clearer for you from now on, okay? Because you are embodying that Empress energy. When you are in that high vibrational energy, everything comes to you, honestly. This is like that energy of birthing a new creation. This is like that energy of manifesting new things, you know, rebuilding your life and, you know, making changes in your life, you know, taking care of the people around you as well as taking care of yourself. So you're in a very, very nice energy. Something that you need to be careful with is to, again, impulsively doing things. So just be careful with that, especially if this is about something that involves money. Be careful with your money. I feel like that's the only place where you need to be careful of. You also need to be a bit more, you know, open to love. Some of you are hesitating when it comes to love. Maybe there's a new person that you're dealing with, or a past person, I'm not sure. Looks like love is coming your way, but you're a bit hesitant. Because you've gotten so used to of being in that Empress energy. You've almost like, you know, your guard is up. Okay, so let your guard down a bit, especially if it's about love and you're wanting to be in a situation like that, you know, you're wanting to be a bit lovey-dovey, then you have to let your guard down a bit. If not, then that's perfectly fine. This is about, you know, expressing. This is about oh, one more thing I'm getting here is that be careful with your expression. Okay, it's about letting things in. And Geminis are not really like that, but I feel like you're hesitating to say something here to somebody or in regards to a situation. You have to be careful with your words, but at the same time, you have to be more expressive. You're ruled by Mercury, so again, that is where the communication comes in. I feel like communication in your life in general is going to get better. Decisions will be made. Okay, so I feel like there was a situation in your life that was very confusing. You know, it wasn't really a black or a white situation. So I feel like that will subside. Things will become clear for you, like I said already. Something that you need to be careful of is it's about your work partnerships. It looks like there are people around you who are bringing you down, or when you're in that Empress energy, people are there to, you know, leash on that energy. So just be mindful of people around you at this time. Like, looks like you are surrounded by drama and things. For some of you, it could be a workplace drama, you know, whatever it was. I'm not sure. Maybe you're on social media. Just don't care what people are saying. Don't get caught up in it. That's why I said you need to be careful with your expression, because it's like your words may be taken out of context, okay? Other than that, I feel like you're manifesting good things. You know, these are new opportunities coming your way, but don't trust everybody. I feel like that is your advice from the reading. Things will become clear for you, but don't just go and trust everybody. Don't just, you know, if somebody's saying, give me, you know, whatever, let's just invest somewhere, don't just blindly go ahead and do it, you know? So you need to be careful with your decision making. You need to be careful with what you're saying and, you know, your communication a bit. Other than that, I feel like things are doing good. I see a decision being made. Okay. And I also see love coming your way. And I see money as well, but you need to be careful with money. What do we have for Aquarius, please? What do we have for Aquarius? I like it. What is this? Who's juggling who? I feel like this is a collective message. Four of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles. What is this? High Priestess, Star. Okay, so I see you in a very balanced energy, very nice. I like it. I see you being able to handle things. Something that you need to be careful of is to be too reserved. Okay, so it's like an opportunity here is presenting itself, because you're so shy or reserved to take it, or too detached to even care, you end up losing it. So it's a time for you to welcome new things. It's a time for you to be open to new things and go with the flow of things. Okay, your energy is very balanced. There is a power struggle here. There are ego issues involved. Okay, so your advice here, I do not know who needs to hear this, but Aquarius, if you're wanting something, then your advice here is to ask yourself, are you authentically wanting it, or is your ego speaking? Okay, because there's a need for balance. You're achieving things, you're making things happen, but there's a need for balance. Okay, there's a need for balance for you guys, and there's a need for you to be more open to things. Releasing resistance. Waking up. It's like this is your wake-up call, Aquarius. You need to wake up. Things are looking good for you, but I feel like there's a lot that you're missing. You have all fours here, all fours. Four of Wands, Four of Pentacles, Four of Swords, and the Four of Cups. 4, 4, 4, 4. This is about balance. This is about building a firm foundation. This is about waking up. There's a need for balance in your life. So this Leo energy, take it, use it to bring more balance, to stand up for yourself, to wake up. Wake up, wake up. There's also a need for you to drop your confusion. If there's something that tends to confuse you, then there's a need for you to take a break, take a step back, objectively view the situation, and then make a decision. Also, I feel like an opportunity here is presenting itself. Again, this is the same thing. Something is being given to you here, but because you're stuck complaining, or because you're stuck being like, I don't care, I don't know if I want this or no. It's like you don't even see what's coming towards you. So your message from the reading is to be attentive, to wake up, okay, to be more open to what life is bringing you, okay. It's like you're letting something pass by and you're not even paying attention to it. Your message is to pay attention to everything. Why are things happening? How are they happening? Who is saying what? And, pay attention to people as well around you at this time. It's like with the Four of Wands energy, this is a very, very nice energy. Let me actually see what this is about. Again, but this is like something that you're closed off to. You're feeling stuck somewhere. You need to be more open to something. Your message from the reading is to open up your heart to something and to open up, just release resistance a bit. There's too much resistance in your energy. What do we have for Leo? What do we have for Leo? What do we have for Leo, please? What do we have for Leo? What do we have for Leo? Bottom of the deck is the Four of Swords. Sorry, it's the Seven of Swords with the Three of Pentacles. I'll see. So I feel like you're feeling very passionate, very inspired to try things, to move towards something. You'll be feeling very inspired to do things, basically. And the best you can do is to use this to your own advantage, okay? Now, something that you need to be careful of is to be standing in your own way, to listen to your ego way too much, get in your head way too much. There's a negative mindset or there's a negative pattern here that needs to be released. It could be stemming from the past or whatever the case is. You're feeling stuck somewhere, okay? And a lot of it is self-inflicted. I'm going to be very honest with you. Yes, it could have been, done by another person, because I do feel like some of you feel betrayed by somebody, or there was a sense of like somebody was playing you or something in a work situation, in a love situation. You do feel a bit betrayed, but there's a need for you to be more strategic. That is your advice. There's a need for you to be more strategic, because you're manifesting big things. You see, you have the Magician energy. There's a sense of celebration here in your reading, but there's also a need for you to perhaps detach, okay, and then make a decision. Don't get too involved in things. Don't make impulsive, reactive decisions because you're feeling something in that moment, because that Eight of Swords energy is dominating you. Even if you're feeling inspired to do things, even if you're very logical, very, intelligent, that Eight of Swords energy is impacting you a lot. Okay? So that talks about a negative mindset. That talks about feeling stuck, limiting beliefs. So standing in your own way. If there's something that you really want to achieve, again, don't stand in your own way. I feel like it's more of like one day you're feeling very confident and the next day it's gone. That's what your energy is like. And that is something that you need to work on. And if there's a money-related situation, then you have to be very, very strategic about it. I'm telling you, very strategic about it. You will be able to manifest what you desire, but you need strategy, not a lot of passion. Okay, you do need passion to get things started, but you need a sense of practicality. So that's another message for you, is to be more practical with something. It's also talking about being vulnerable. Some of you are not wanting to show your vulnerable side, and you're acting like you're very strong, but deep down inside, only you know what you're feeling. Saying it how it is. Some of you need to cut some people out of your life that are too negative. Leo, you need to take accountability for something. You need to reevaluate things in your life. That is what this energy is encouraging you to do. You need to reevaluate a lot of things. I do see love showing up here. I also see money. Mostly the challenge for you is your own mind at times and limiting beliefs. What do we have for Aries? If you guys want to know more about your person, the link will be in the description box for you guys. Let's see, what do we have for Aries? What do we have for Aries? What do we have for Aries? A change in perspective, I heard. Some of you are viewing a situation very differently. The way you looked at it, you don't look at it that way anymore. And if you're not doing it, then your message is right there, is to change your perspective about something. Let's see. Okay, something that is negatively impacting you right now is not going to negatively impact you anymore. Right now, you're in a situation that looks like that seems like a be-all, end-all. Okay, or you're stuck somewhere. And the thing is that you're not wanting to make a decision about it. It's like something that you're brushing under the rug. So you need to address what you've been ignoring, health issue, money-related issue, friendships, love, whatever, and grow out of it. Because it looks like whatever pain that you have going on is not going to be that painful anymore. That is the good part. You'll get over it. Okay? There is a bit of that indecision. Like you want a bit of this and a bit of that. But who are you? Like a Libra? Your opposite sign is the Libra. I feel like you've become a Libra all of a sudden. Negative emotions. Okay? You have some negative emotions that are impacting you. You think of a situation and there's nothing but negativity surrounding it. So it's either that you get rid of that situation as a whole or change your mindset. There's a need for you, again, that is where the message comes in. I told you, it's either that your mindset has already changed or you need to change your mindset about something. Okay? For some of you, you've tried to make something work in your life over and over and over and over again. Looks like you're tired of trying. But the message for you is to keep trying. Don't get distracted. Because at the end of the day, this is not the energy that you're going to stay in for a long time. You'll get over it eventually. Four of Wands. Balance, stability. You know, this is like achieving something as well. So some of you will be maybe buying a home or investing somewhere. This is even marriage. This is, for me, this is a sense of achievement and something to celebrate. So again, there's a good news waiting for you guys. So keep going. Perseverance, you know. I feel like there's a love situation that is maybe negatively impacting you. Maybe you need to release this person, this situation, or your negative attachment to the situation. It's very important to release whatever is going on right now and to change your perspective about it, because looks like this is not permanent and this is. And because you're stuck in this mindset where these things don't matter. So at this time, people could be around you who are trying to bring you down even, you know, people in your surroundings. But listen to your higher self. Two of Cups can be a call, you know, it's like, this is listen to your higher self as well. Okay? Rise above the pettiness. I don't know who needs to hear it. I'm not telling you to be the bigger person, but it's like, because you're getting stuck somewhere, it's only impacting your energy in other areas of your life. That is what you need to do. If you have a goal, King of Pentacles, Aries, I'm telling you, I see you very stable. I see you very grounded. I see you achieving big things. Don't get distracted. That's the thing. You have people around you who are distracting you, love-wise or otherwise. Keep going. Keep going. Aries has got haters. What do we have for Sagittarius? What do we have for Sagittarius? What do we have for Sagittarius? Bottom of the deck, you have Ace of Swords with the Six of Pentacles, the Hermit, and the Ace of Wands. I feel like some of you were in a relationship where you felt very lonely. okay? Or you've been feeling lonely maybe. But right now your energy is like, okay, I'll get up and get going. It's like taking that leap of faith. It's like that fool energy. But that is where your advice comes in. Your advice is to not take that leap of faith way too much. Your advice is to change your perspective about something. Your advice is that if a door has closed for you, then it is for a reason. Don't try to force it to open, okay? Your advice is to change your direction. If something in your life is not working out, this is the time for you to change your direction, especially if your intuition is telling you to change your direction as well. It's also a time for you to listen to your intuition. See things with clarity, because I feel like you have the clarity of mind. You know the truth. This is coming from within you and from source. Some of you feel betrayed by a Libra, a Cancer, I'm not sure who, but you need to walk away from somebody who has treated you not so right. It could be a lover, a family member, a friend, whoever. You need to walk away from a situation where you have been disrespected. Because it looks like you were walking down a path where it wasn't really going anywhere, and you kept doing things, you kept trying, you kept, I don't know, what is it that you kept doing? Because it looks like the door was closed, because they showed me, like, I saw a closed door and somebody trying to force it to open. So your message is to not force that door to open. Maybe release resistance, because things are changing for you guys. Eight of Wands is a very fast-paced movement. It's like things are changing. It's a rapid change. But because, you know, sometimes we get stuck in the past, we're not really moving forward. We're moving backwards. So you're amplifying your backward movement. See things with clarity. Looks like the truth is already out. You already know things. It's like you have the wisdom to do things. You're wise enough. You're intelligent enough to make that decision. But it's just that you're staying in a very insecure, very low vibrational energy that you need to release, whatever it is. You need to release resistance. Some of you do need to be careful with your money, but I feel like this is about something emotionally that you need to release. Being open to love again, being open to, you know, being vulnerable again, but at the same time, not letting anybody walk all over you, you know. The Lovers. Looks like love is coming in for you guys in the future. Take things slow. That's another message for you. Take things slow, especially when it's about love. Connect to your higher self. Make that choice to pause. There's a need for you to pause as well. So you have multiple messages coming through. See things with clarity. Pause before you make a decision. Don't stay stuck in a negative energy, something that depletes you, a person, a situation, whatever. And don't make reactive, impulsive decisions. Keep going. It's like see the truth. Instead of having your rose-colored glasses on, you need to be striving to see the truth. Blunt, honest. It's like for some of you, you waited for nothing. And it's time to release that if you waited for nothing. It's time to be patient. It's time to realize what you are, who you are as a person. Because I feel like you lost yourself somewhere as well. There's a need for you to, okay, another message for you guys from the reading is to recognize your self-worth, especially in relationships. Some of you have issues emotionally that need to be addressed. I feel like you're too giving at times, that you even forget about yourself. You haven't been taking care of yourself or something. So again, you're able to move forward. You're able to move past all of this, which is why we have the Eight of Wands here. But it's just a choice away. Literally, Sagittarius, you have more control over things than you think you do. There's something that is a choice away. you are the magician here, but it's like you're not wanting to be that magician, basically. So you're standing in your own way. That's about it. Those were the messages that came up for all signs. Do give this video a like and subscribe to my channel if you liked the reading. Also, let me know if you want to see more of these, and check out the reading about your person linked below in the description box, as well as other detailed readings about your sign that you want to watch. Okay, all of them are up on my channel. Thank you so much for being here. This is 3 Readings. Take care of yourself, and bye-bye. Bye.